Hey guys, it's Kishi here with yet another video, and this video is going to be on my vegetarian journey. Now, I have been a real vegetarian for at least a year and a half now. I stopped eating meat in May 2009, and I stopped eating seafood March of last year. So I have considered becoming vegan, but one step at a time. I really want to continue learning more information and just having the right amount of nutrition and getting into the habit of these things. Now, my vegetarian journey started before I was even born. My father is a Rastafarian and he doesn't eat meat. And while my mother was pregnant with me, she adapted the vegetarian lifestyle. She's not a vegetarian, but growing up, we always ate meals that were vegetarian. I never ate a cheeseburger or a hamburger in my life. It was always Morningstar veggie burgers. Like veggie burgers, that's what I pretty much grew up on in terms of like comfort food, home food, and we never ate red meat. My grandmother did, but we never did. Bacon was turkey, hot dogs were chicken, and growing up, I never really thought anything of it until I started going to temple more. And at temple, at the Hindu temple, you don't eat meat because that's violence, and animal violence, violence of any sort is taught in the scriptures to be unacceptable, because ahimsa is a principle of Hinduism. And Gandhi is one of my heroes, and that was something that he believed in. He believed in ahimsa, in nonviolence. And Gandhi, in middle school, high school, Gandhi's principles and just the way he lived, those things were very important to me, and I held them dear. And in high school, I was in temple so much, and I started to notice that every time I went to temple, I loved the food. It's just something about, I guess, home-cooked meals that turned me away from fast food. I stopped drinking soda, and I mean, that's not necessarily vegetarian, but I started to become more conscious of my decisions in terms of what I consumed, and of course vegetarian stuff. But I stopped drinking soda, and I stopped eating fast food, like slowly but surely, and I started to consider becoming a vegetarian once there was somebody I was dating for a small while who is a vegetarian, and then I started to look up information on different ways of having a healthy diet and living a healthy life without eating meat. And it's funny because I never realized until this year that vegetarianism has been something that's always been a part of my life. It's always been there, and I started to really listen to my body and start to get in tune to my body. And what does my body want? What does my body need? I started to read the nutrition labels. I started to really look at my family history and look at their habits and look at their health condition. Most of my family has sickle cell, which is genetic, but they also have preventable illnesses and ailments like cancer, like heart disease, like high blood pressure, like high cholesterol. These things are preventable, and a lot of them have to do with your habits and your diet. And for me, I don't want to live my life just eating everything and anything. I don't want to kill animals. I don't want to, and it's not necessarily that it's religious, it's just a personal decision for myself. I want to take care of my body. I want to know what's going in my body. I want to be able to have that control. I want to learn how to cook. I want to enjoy these things. So that's really what influenced me to become a vegetarian. And the fact that there are quite a few friends of mine who are vegetarian, and we have so many vegetarian restaurants and vegan restaurants here. And even the fact that like there was someone else I liked in my journey, like before I became a vegetarian, who worked at Whole Foods, and I would go to Whole Foods all the time. Like it was just kind of like, okay, like these things were just slowly coming into my life, and I embraced it completely, and I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. My message to meat eaters and to people who know nothing about vegetarianism is that this is food is something that's supposed to nurture our bodies, and it's very important to know what's in our food, to know how to cook, to be able to make a choice, to give our bodies what our bodies deserve, because when you take care of your body, it takes care of you. And I'm not saying that you can be that meat eaters are unhealthy, but the methods that these companies use to treat their animals and the things that they put into the meats, it's bad. And you all can sit here and make fun of me and make fun of us and criticize us, but the proof is in the pudding. Especially in America, the way Americans eat, especially those whose diets are high on sugar, sodium, meat, and dairy, they are more at risk for heart disease and obesity, high blood pressure, and all these other ailments, and they are preventable. You all have to realize the importance of knowledge, the importance of learning what's out there, learning your options. There are way too many things you can do to live a healthier life. And for me, that was embracing vegetarianism. I also exercise. Every day I have a vitamin supplement, multivitamin supplement, and I always make sure I get enough fruits. I eat like 2 fruits a day. I drink water with every meal. I don't drink a lot of juice because there's too much sugar, artificial flavoring in it. And I also, when I eat, I always look at the labels. I always look at what's in it. I love a lot of international foods, and basically when you're vegetarian and vegan, you have a lot of meat replacements and a lot of meat, the meat substitutes, like soy, seitan, and tempeh, tofu, different things like that. And I grew up on tofu, so that's what I know, that's what's normal to me. And I enjoy, now that I'm older, just having the time and the skills to just put different meals together, especially international foods. Like, I love Indian food, Chinese food, Italian food, Mediterranean food, Mexican food. Those are my 5 favorite foods. And there is so many different ways that you can make these dishes vegetarian, and you can make them fun and enjoyable. And I also, every time I go to a restaurant, I make sure I take the menu home so that I can recreate and replicate these meals, but do them my way, or vegetarianize them. And all it takes is time. You know, it never hurts to learn about something you don't know about. Be open-minded. Like, don't judge something. Just because it sounds different to you doesn't mean that it's weird, or it's wrong, or it's stupid, or it's dumb. I am healthy. I'm here. Look at me. Look, I look good. I feel good. I feel great. And I just want to have a healthy life. And it's not just in what you eat. Of course, I know exercise and rest has a lot to do with it, your thoughts as well. But I'm doing the best I can to live a healthy life. So give me my respect, and give me my props, give me my credit. Man, this is my life. Like, this is what I live every day, and I want to share it with the world. So I look forward to sharing more with you on vegetarianism. Take it easy.